Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show. If you have a minute, I have an opinion. Did you know that there's a Hong Kong cafe located way out in eastern Queens? Today, we're in Little Neck, Queens, headed to Marathon Cafe. It's located in a small and quaint restaurant space off of Northern Boulevard, but don't let the quaint location fool you. It's quite a heavy hitter when it comes to serving genuine Hong Kong cafe food. Today, we'll explore the menu and some of the dishes I ordered. Please watch to the end to see which was my favorite. Hi, this is Arthur from the Minute Review Show, and today I'm at Marathon Cafe. Marathon Cafe is located in Little Neck, New York, and it's off on a street called Marathon Avenue. We're pretty far out in eastern Queens, and it's a Hong Kong style cafe, a Thai. So we wanted to try something new. I'm not very well versed with Hong Kong style food, so we're gonna take a look at the menu, and in this review I will show you what I ordered, and hopefully it's a good representative sample of what Hong Kong cafe type food is. Okay, let's take a look at Marathon Cafe's menu. It's only 2 pages, and we're going to start right off with the rice and the noodles. They have Hong Kong style entrees like creamy corn with fish, fried pork chops, and a whole host of other items. Here's a beef macaroni dish, which is another Hong Kong style type of dish. And then over here you have something called East and West that looks like a bunch of sandwiches. And then you have all the famous Hong Kong style toast, some with peanut butter and condensed milk, other different toppings. Then you have savory snacks. Then you have the famous Hong Kong style drinks. You have the milk tea, you have the famous lemon tea, and you have other things like like boba, which is less Hong Kong. And we're going to move on to the next side, which is the chef's choice. Now these are all entrees these are all entrees that are Hong Kong style cafe entrees. So there's things like patsu, there's things like scallion chicken, spam and egg bolo, and yeah, just a whole bunch of Hong Kong style entrees, and they all range between $15 and $17. And finally, if you flip the back of the menu, everything is in Chinese if you read Cantonese. The first dish that came to table is the cooked salmon with mixed green salad and black sesame dressing. Now we're given 2 slabs of salmon here, and here's some spices on top, some what appears to be maybe basil, I'm not sure. It's on top of a pile of salad, and this has a black sesame dressing. It's a very big portion. This plate in and of itself looks like it's a 9-inch in diameter plate, so there's quite a bit of food here, all for the price of about $15. The next dish I'm going to try is the salmon salad dish. Now, this particular dish is really big. There's lots of salmon. I'm going to give a piece of that salmon a try, and here's what it looks like. I'm taking more of the crispy part of it. That salmon is delicious, because what has happened here is that the black sesame sauce has gotten onto part of that salmon. It provides a nice sweet flavor along with the saltiness of the salmon. It's a good balance. It's cooked perfectly. Not too dry and not too underdone. Perfect balance. Now, let's try some of this frisee salad. Here's the salad. Okay. Once again, this salad is mainly frisee. This salad is strongly flavored with that black sesame salad dressing. It's really good. This is a good balance. It's sweet but not too sweet. There's no savoriness to it. Finally, let's try this melon. They even included a cantaloupe in this,
salmon dish. Who would have thought that cantaloupe would work in this dish? It is amazing. I would have never put cantaloupe onto my salmon. I don't know how they thought of it, but they do it, and it tastes great. So fresh, firm and sweet, all at the same time. Good dish.
Hong cafes are famous for toast, and this particular toast is the lava French toast. Now, there appears to be some chocolate powder on top, and if I poke my knife into here, there is, wow, like a lava mixture in here, and I go deep. Wow, it looks like there's this white cream in here. I do not know what that is. We're gonna find out pretty soon. If it's lava, it should be sweet mascarpone cream and cocoa powder. So yes, this is mascarpone cream. So we're gonna give this a try very soon. This, by the way, is super thick. It's about 1.5 inches long, 1.5 to 2 inches deep. So we're gonna try this pretty soon. The next dish I'm gonna try is the lava French toast. Now look how tall this is. I misjudged it. The height of this is actually about 2 inches. 2 inches of 3 slices of bread. It's tall. They hollowed out the middle of the toast, and they sprinkled some cocoa on top, and they put mascarpone cream on the inside. It looks daunting. It's really tall, but I'm gonna take 1 slice and give it a try and let you know what it's like. So I'm cutting into it. I'm cutting as small a slice as I can because this is super tall, so I don't want to cut too wide a slice. And as you can see, everything has melted. This is what I can salvage. This is 3 slices of bread. Wow. You really need to try this, because this particular French toast has the eggy mixture that's soaked into the 3 slices of bread. It has the mascarpone, which has only the slightest sweetness. It has the cocoa powder on it. That's not sweet at all. This is just like that other French toast. It has that nice crispy out exterior texture, but that delicious, chewy, wonderful, chewy texture in the middle. You can't beat that. This kind of toast is so hard to make at home because it's so easy to overcook it at home, but this is just perfect. They know when to take that French toast right off the griddle. Excellent. Great taste, great texture. This is what the lava toast looks like after cutting it. And look at that. All the mascarpone has dribbled down, and you can see that nice juicy texture on that part of the toast. Is simply wonderful. The next French toast that we ordered is the Hong Kong French toast. This is French toast with peanut butter and maple syrup. As you can see, they provide some maple syrup on the side in this container, and we just pour it on the top and give this a try. So let's pour some of that maple syrup on right here. And oh, for some reason it's coming out really slowly, but there's the syrup, there's butter on top, and I am making the assumption that there's a layer of peanut butter in between these 2 pieces of bread. This one is not as big. It's probably only 1 inch. Yeah, it's about 1 1/3 inches tall. So we'll cut into that pretty soon. Okay, let's cut into this HK toast. Now there should be some peanut butter in here. Let's go in, let's cut in, and let's take a look. Wow. Now this bread is super soft, and there's your peanut butter right there. We're gonna give this a try right now. Okay, now it's time to try the Hong Kong French toast with the peanut butter. I just cut a piece right here. This is what it looks like. And there's the maple syrup that I just added. Wow, I can immediately taste that the bread is soaked through with the egg, egg mixture. It's very soft. The outside crust is pretty crusty, but the inside is very squishy. The maple syrup tastes like regular syrup, not really maple, but it's good. It's good syrup. I do taste the peanut butter. The peanut butter component is mainly smooth peanut butter. There aren't any bits, chunks of peanuts in this peanut butter. The comparison that I can make with this dish and a bagel is that the outer crust of this particular French toast is crunchy, crispy, and the inside is so soft and pliable. It soaked up all the egg, and not 100% fully cooked through, but it's good. I love that contrast between the crispiness and the chewiness on the inside. The peanut butter that they use is not overwhelmingly strong in peanut butter taste, because they just lay down a thin layer of it. They don't overwhelm it. I think the major focus of this particular toast is the bread itself and the eggy flavor of this toast. So texture-wise, this is amazing. It's a knockout. I really love this. If you like this contrast, this is really awesome. We ordered an Ovaltine and a green milk tea. We also ordered the famous Hong Kong sweetened lemon tea. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to try is the lemon tea. The lemon sweetened tea that you can get here. Now this is famous in Hong Kong. Lemon tea is basically like one of the things that everyone gets if you go to Hong Kong. So let's try this. This is simply wonderful. What's interesting about Hong Kong lemon tea is that besides having these 2 slices of lemon is that it has this very dry taste to it. When you drink it, it's almost like a dry white wine. It has that, I guess what you can say, a tannic flavor to it, if I make the analogy with wine. But no other iced tea in the world is quite like the Hong Kong iced tea, because they dial up that dryness, and it has that sweetness also that they add. I'm thinking that the sugar is probably a type of brown sugar that they add, not regular white cane sugar. Hong Kong iced tea is definitely an original, and I've had many, and this is very similar to the ones that I've had in Hong Kong. This is really good. One other thing that I forgot to add is that look at the color of this. It's not even translucent. This is like super concentrated tea. Normally you can see light through this, but look at this. This is nice and concentrated, high quality. Now Marathon Cafe is pretty interesting. They do things differently here. It's a little different from a regular restaurant where you would just get table service. Over here, the only table service that you get is after you order, they'll bring the food to your table. That's it. How do you order? Well, you order by going to the back of the restaurant, going to the counter, and bringing your menu to the counter and place your order there. And you pay there. I asked the cashier, oh, okay, where do I pay the tip? And they said, oh, you don't need to pay a tip here. This is like McDonald's. So yeah, I was really shocked, because they have service people here. Someone's bussing the plates of food to your table. So I told the lady, okay, maybe I'll later on go over and leave a tip at the counter. The way they do things here is a bit different. Oh, and there's one other thing that I need to tell you guys, that the utensils, the napkins are all picked up in the back of the restaurant, right at the counter. So after the food is bussed to your table, you would need to go up and grab your utensils at the back and bring them back to the table. This is the fried pork chop with black pepper sauce over rice. Now, you can see that there's a nice dark brown gravy here on top of a bed of white rice. Here's the gravy, and this sauce is made with black pepper, so I'm expecting this to be spicy. The pork chop itself is it's actually a pretty thick pork chop. Wow, the thickness of this pork chop looks to be about 3/4 of an inch, which is actually pretty thick. There's a breading there, so it actually resembles a pork katsu. So this should be pretty interesting. Now, if we spin this around, we can see some other elements, such as the broccoli and some carrots. So this is a fairly large portion. I'm carrying this plate of food, and it seems to be pretty heavy. The dish in and of itself is about 6 inches in diameter as well. Next item that I'm going to try is the fried pork chop. Now, the fried pork chop has a pepper sauce to it. So let's go right for the pork chop. Look how thick this is. Now, this pork chop is visually about 3/4 of an inch thick. Very thick pork chop. Let's try the quality. Definitely breaded, not with panko, but regular breadcrumbs. I definitely taste that spicy black pepper flavor. It's very aromatic. It's very strong, and for this dish, I think it needs to be strong. It almost has that same feeling when I eat it as a black bean sauce. It has that nice umami aroma of a black bean sauce, but this isn't black bean sauce. This is black pepper. I love it. Super aromatic, and comes with this rice, which is plentiful. I have to say that this pork chop is really big. I mean, it is almost the size of maybe 7 inches all around in a circle, and it's thick. So there's so much food, and you're getting so much food for about $13. That dish costs $13. I told you earlier that I don't know too much about Hong Kong type food, but I went up to the counter and I asked the lady, what should I order that represents, that's popular and that represents Hong Kong cafe type food? And she recommended this fried pork chop. I'm glad she recommended it, because now I know that this is popular for a reason. Now's time once again for, ta-da, the star of the show. Now today, we tried several dishes, and out of all the dishes that I've tried, the best dish are those fried pork chops. Now, I have to say, I chose those fried pork chops because for $12.95, you get a gigantic piece of fried pork chop. There wasn't just one, there were two, but it's gigantic, and it's thick, and it's fried well, and that sauce is amazing. I was told that I should order that dish, and I'm glad that the counter person told me to order that, because she said that it was representative of Hong Kong style food, Hong Kong cafe style food, and I really like it. The value for money, the freshness of ingredients, the delicious pork, wasn't dry at all, delicious pork, and that great pepper sauce, it just did it for me. The other dishes were good, but something has to rise to the top, and that particular pork dish did it for me. Okay, the meal is over, and I have to say that I'm very happy that this restaurant exists in Eastern Queens. The number of restaurants here that cater to specific niches of Chinese food is amazing. I mean, there's now so many choices here, and this place is definitely a place that will find its spot in this neighborhood. I'm so glad that they're here, and it's my first time coming here. Also helped educate me in learning what Hong Kong food really is. It's sort of like a blend of Chinese and also Western styles, but it's a very good style.
I think it takes a little education to appreciate this type of food. If you want to try something new, you should definitely come here and give it a try. Don't be afraid. It's not quite Chinese, it's not quite Western, it's somewhere in the middle, but try it. And if you're afraid of ordering, ask the staff and they will help you along. Thanks again for watching the Minute Review Show. Now, just remember to hit the notification button after you subscribe so that every time I send out a new video, you will be informed. Generally, my reviews are published every Friday evening, so watch out for those. And also, please tell your friends who live in the area or maybe travel to New York City that this channel exists. I hope I can be a resource for those who like eating at restaurants around New York City. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.
The final bill is $68.98 without tip.